Hello and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. Today we're going to start a new build. We just finished the Batmobile from the 60s, and today we're going to build an incredible set, or at least start it, about an incredible ship. Incredible build about an incredible ship. This is set number 10335 and has 3,011 pieces, quite a bit. I will tell the story as we go along, but I've got 6 bags laid out for us to get done today. And I'm going to go ahead and bring Greg forward here in a minute. I just wanted to say, hit that like button or the Rumble button if you're over on Rumble, and subscribe if you feel like I've earned your subscription. All right. Hey, Greg, how's it going?
Not so much. I'm just building this C3PO right now.
Oh, cool, man. So what bag you want?
I'm on second to last bag.
Oh, so you're almost done then. That's awesome.
Do you have this set?
I do not. Wow. Okay. So we're building the Endurance. Have you heard the story of the Endurance?
It got stuck in the ice, and the ice sunk it.
Yep, the ice crushed it and it sunk. Some say that the boat was always doomed because shortly after it was built, it had to be sold at a loss. And this guy picked it up. I do know his name, if I can remember it.
Tackleton?
Yes. He was able to get his hands on the boat and do the expedition, and they set out, and unfortunately, that did not work out very well for them. But the good news is all the crew survived. Some of the crew's pets didn't, unfortunately. But yeah, and a few years ago, they found the wreckage, and it's almost 10,000 feet down. So
Beats the Titanic by that.
Yeah, I guess it does. I didn't think about that, but you're right. But you know, there is one amazing fact about the Titanic.
What's that?
All these years later, those swimming pools on the Titanic are still holding water. All right. John says, send him an invite. All right. Let me go ahead and do that. All right. I don't know if you've heard the news in California, near that one of the big wildfires. They found a guy riding around on a bicycle with a flamethrower, and he was setting fire to dumpsters and to the city had asked people to clear any sort of what do you call it?
Debris?
Yeah, debris and dead brush. And this guy was going around setting on fire with a flamethrower on a bike. And some neighbors caught him, and they held him down. And another neighbor went inside of his house and grabbed some zip ties and a blowtorch. That's okay. Yeah, and they detained him until the cops could come get him. The only thing is California did that bail reform, so I'm not really sure how long they actually held him for, which is a freaking disaster. And I signed on to Twitter today, and they dropped the charges. Go figure. But I looked on Twitter today, or X, or what do you want to call it, and one of the things that was top 5 trending was Newsom resign, which I could not agree more. Hello, John. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Let me log out again.
Okay.
Hey, John.
Hey.
They suspect that this guy is the one who started the fires to begin with. But there's no proof that he did yet, but they're investigating that. So, of course, this is going off of what I heard last night. So things may have changed. Things tend to change very fast. And hey, Jelly Bricks, how you doing? I'm also very cold up here in this loft because I was out in my shop, so I'm already cold. And while I was in the shop, I turned off the heater since no one was in here. And so it is cold up in here. All right. Hey, John.
I should be there. I don't see me on YouTube. There we go. Yeah, apparently now that California gets a free blank check because of the Hollywood stars, and Florida and North Carolina got screwed.
So
I'm not too happy about that.
What do you mean by that? I didn't hear about this.
FEMA.
Oh, yeah, they handed out the $700 checks over there, and
they said that there's no more left because of Ukraine. Well, what the hell's going on? You just gave bulk of billions to California. I'm like, do you have the money or not?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now that that's absolutely false what they said. I used to work for DFAST, which is Defense Financing and Accounting Services. And what happens when they pass a bill is they create what's called a financial item. And the financial item, if it's appropriated by Congress, cannot be used for anything else. And it has to be spent or else the money is eventually lost. So them saying there's no more money in FEMA because they gave it to Ukraine automatically implies that they went ahead and misappropriated the funds because you can't,
It just seems fishy to me is all I'm saying.
No, it is fishy.
So I'm right in being suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on the last bag.
I finished my F-16 today.
Awesome. Do you have it next to you?
Hold on, let me get it. I'm going to do a short of it eventually.
So just some news, guys. I have this week and next week, and I am then I'll start my job. However,
it's only 2 weeks to the end of the month anyways.
What's that?
It's only 2 weeks to the end of the month anyways.
Yeah, no, it is. And I start my job in 2 weeks, and I really want to go see my granddaughter because once I start the job, I'm not going to have the chance. So,
well, go see your granddaughter. We're not stopping you.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm trying to coordinate everything. So I got to find dog care. I got to find the money for the ticket, the plane ticket.
What your neighbors are for?
My neighbors have never been willing to watch my dog. They're willing to take care of the cats and the chickens because you only feed them once a day. But
well, it's short term until you get fully trained up, and then you're going to be home again. So what's the diff?
Yeah, I'll have to see if they will. But I'm trying to figure all that out. And if it works out, then I'll be going to see my granddaughter. She's in down in the San Antonio area, which go see her for a little bit.
Here.
You're playing. Sorry, here. Let me put you on large here.
The finished product. There's the stand.
Oh, that's cool, man. So, did you say that plane was like $80? How much did you say it was?
Around $79, and you get discounts if you wait till Christmas.
All right. Well, I still like it. I think it's cool, man. I love it.
They're really well made sets. They're not junk. They're not cheaply made like that Rancor Steve set that he was working on.
Yeah. Well, I know a friend who bought some off-brand Legos from Temu.
Yeah,
and they were very unhappy with it, the quality. But I've heard other people that have bought Kobe and some other brands like that, and they really like them. So I guess the moral of the story is I wouldn't buy it off of Temu.
well, Temu is their version of Amazon. You know them; they got to copy everything.
Oh yeah.
Exactly, without no shame.
And Jelly Bricks Donuts asks you, John, was that an easy build?
That was an easy build compared to the Raptor. I'm going to work backwards towards that. Raptor has more pieces. It's a bigger set. My next one's going to be the Lightning 2, the F-35B, the vertical takeoff one.
Okay.
I looked at that build, and that's not like the Raptor build, so it's going to be an easy one too.
And you said the battleship was like 200 or something?
It's a big set, but you can modify it, and build all 4 Iowa classes from World War II.
See, that's my problem. Is I'll end up spending $800 because I want to display all 4 of them at once.
Nah, that's redundant. Just get one, and when you feel like changing it, you change it.
Where's
That's not
this piece at?
Now,
That's not how I operate, John.
F-16s, they have the version C, the version D, because it's a 1-seater or 2-seater. They also have other countries with F-16, so you can buy different ones for that. There's also the first one that came out painted in red, white, and blue, which is kind of cool. I was going to get that one.
Okay.
I liked that model better than the F-18.
Okay. Well, just reading the notes here or the things. Jelly Brick says school was stressful for me today. And I was going to ask him why, but it looks like he already typed the response before I could ask. So he says, because the teacher let 6th graders go on a field trip to the media center. Meanwhile, me and the other 8th and 7th graders were still in class and had to work because one 7th grader misbehaved. Yeah, I've never agreed with mass punishment. It doesn't work. Not unless you're on the movie Full Metal Jacket, where they in the middle of the night put soap in the socks and beat the guy with it. But yeah.
Don't suggest that.
No, I'm not suggesting it at all.
Don't suggest a code red.
But yeah, that's what happened in that movie when the guy snuck the
Good
jelly.
men. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's probably shameful for me to admit, but that's actually one of my favorite movies.
Number 8.
What's that, Greg?
I'm on this last bag of this set.
If I do trial movies, I always include A Few Good Men, 12 Angry Men, and My Cousin Vinny. I do a triple feature.
Okay. Well, I have some more news for you guys.
We're in trouble now.
No, it's not bad.
We're
So
losing them.
let me. I'll talk about my dad for a minute. So he told me before that there's this shop that's next to his house, and they have some really cool stuff. Like they have a huge bus that's painted American flag and it's got monster tires on it. And I asked my dad one time about it, and he goes, "Oh, that's just a famous YouTuber, and he's got a shop and he's got his channel." And my dad told me this like 6 years ago when I first moved to Utah, and I kind of just filed it away and forgot about it. Well, last night I realized I was watching a video, and at the end of the video, they had a drone that started off at the roof level looking down at the shop, and then they brought the thing up, in elevation, and it started showing the surrounding area. And I was like, wait a minute, that's my dad's neighborhood. Because I mean, I recognized it right off. There's a small little airport, and I mean, like, there's definitely some things you'd notice, right? And it just occurred to me that I've been watching this guy. It's called Heavy D Sparks. I've been watching his channel for a couple of years now, not realizing that he's literally in my dad's backyard. And so I've seen,
world.
yeah, it's actually really cool. I've watched a couple of his collabs with some other YouTubers. Like he did a collab with Matt's Off-Road Towing, and what was the other one he did? He did another. The Sarah Gordo mine, the Living in a Ghost Town. He did a collab with him too. So I've seen him all over the internet, and I like his stuff. And then, of course, you know, it took me 5-6 years of watching him to make the connection. That's how fast I figured things out. But it was pretty cool. And one last thing about my dad, he called me last night, and you guys probably know, I've told you my dad's suffering from dementia, and he likes to do his train shows. But if the train shows aren't local, my mom will not let him go unless he has somebody with him.
Good point. Good plan.
Yep.
Well, he had somebody who was supposed to go with him to his next show, but they had to back out because they had a death in the family. And so my dad called me, and I could tell he was a little apprehensive, and he was just like, do you feel like going to Kanab, Utah? Which, let me just tell you, Kanab's 6 hours from here.
Yeah, that's about where my next breeder is going to be, for real.
Okay, 6 hours, all right. And I've been to Kanab before because 2 years ago, my lug did a show there. And so I've been there. It's a cute little town. It's got a bunch of Western movies that have been shot there. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is my dad asked me to go on the trip, and I said, sure. And he's buying the hotel. He's paying for the gas because we're driving his car. I just got to pay for my own food. And that is not this weekend. It's the following weekend. So
Okay.
I will not be around. I might do a small video on the show, even though it's not Lego related. Just because I like to train.
You could do a stream before you leave.
I'll try to. It'll be earlier in the day if I do.
And make it short. Don't you have to do it a whole hour?
Oh, hello, Mayo. How you doing? Sorry, I didn't see you there.
Hi, Mayo. Now you know what I look like.
Hey, Mayo.
Well, people know what I look like, and it's scary. So,
And I know Mayo's not a dog person, but my dog died.
everyone loved Drew. It's just like the Seinfeld episode. Everyone loves the Drake. No, actually, I really did like Rue. I thought she was cute. All right, so this is bags 1 and 2. So not much. And okay,
It doesn't seem too terribly hard.
no, actually, this is a pretty easy build. We're only 18 minutes in, and we've got 2 bags done. I mean, I might throw in an extra bag if we don't go to an hour. And Jelly Bricks says, yeah, life in general is hard. And you know something? Have you read the book, The Road Less Traveled?
No.
Okay. Well, the very first paragraph of that book is 3 words long. And the paragraph is, life is difficult. And I will tell you this. I do tell you guys my problems, but I rarely complain about them. I'll tell you what's going on, but I won't really complain about them, because what I have found, and this is not an easy task, is just to accept the fact that life is hard. And knowing that it's hard, you don't get caught up when a lot of things happen. It's hard to do. I'm not saying this is easy, but because you're expecting it to be difficult, it's no surprise when things come up and it doesn't affect you as much. And I still complain sometimes, though. I don't do this perfectly, but it's definitely a good thing to just accept and push through life and get things done. And The Road Less Traveled is a book that talks a lot about that.
Well, one of the beagle breeders I texted reached out to me today. She's about 5 hours from me.
Oh, she is. Okay.
Really?
So I definitely want to learn more about her before I commit.
I
be spending a year researching her. It took me 6 months to get Rue.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And I'm okay with that.
I can understand your caution on that because you want to make sure you got a dog from a good. I don't want to really call it a home, but you know what I mean.
Well, I want to make sure that if I have a question or a problem for the breeder, I can ask. Rue's breeder was wonderful. I kept in touch with him the entire time. He's still in touch with me. And he liked the fact that I was always asking questions. Because a lot of his customers never ask questions.
Yeah.
Because I was a new puppy owner for a while. I mean, I didn't have a puppy until for 15 years prior to Rue.
Yeah.
So I had to learn how to be a puppy dad all over again.
Oh yeah. Well, let's see if we can catch up on a few comments here. Jellybrick says, some that generally annoy me to no end is the people who stereotype gender like women. Sometimes think men have it easier when men don't, because men got to deal with stereotypes made by the media. You know something? You are preaching to the choir, my friend. I grew up in a family of 4 sisters, okay? And the modern woman, I knew way more about the modern woman before I ever wanted to because of my sisters. And I don't know. I have a problem with it because here, let me sum it up real quick. If you want to be a modern woman, that's fine. No judgment there. But you can't expect a man to act traditionally towards you if you want to be a modern woman. If you want to be a modern woman, you take what comes with it. And if you want a traditional man, be a traditional woman. That's my take on it. I mean, no judgment if that's what you want to do. And some people stereotype women, but still stereotype a person by their gender, race, height, age. It's stupid. Yes, it is. In fact, I read a book called The Alpha Male, and it talks about, again, modern women, and it talks about how these days most women want men with the 6'6s. And well, I'm not trying to. What am I trying to do? So the 6'6s, really simply put, well, I did this backwards. I wasn't paying attention. Oh no, I was. Okay. The 6'6s. I'm not trying to be vulgar here. I'll just tell you the way he says it. The 6'6s is they want a guy with 600 horsepower car, 6 foot tall, 6-pack abs. That's 3. Make 6 figures, 5. 6 inches below the waist, if you know what I mean. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this somewhat friendly. And the last one was 6 months since their last serious relationship. And he breaks it down really well on why it is that way. And again, when you have that going on, there are other YouTubers that go out with this app that has the latest statistics from the Census Bureau. And if a woman really wants all those 6'6s, it ends up being like 0.01% of the population. So good luck on finding true love in that case. So, yeah. I'm sort of a metalhead, and if someone said I worship Satan, I would tell them I ain't no Satan worshiper because I hate Satan. There's nothing wrong with being a metalhead. I used to listen to heavy metal when I was in high school. In fact, sometimes I still do, just because. Yeah, and I agree. She was Rue was such a cute beauty. She was. Mayo says he's celebrating 12-year anniversary later, chilling until then. Okay. Well, congratulations on 12 years of YouTubing. Oh boy, I did something wrong here. I got to fix this. Greg, you about done there?
All I got left to do is finish the hand, build the stand, and I'll be done.
Okay. Jelly Brick says I had pop eyes today and tried the biscuit and tasted bad. Why people mean about I don't know. School system when someone bullies someone doesn't care and doesn't do anything. You know something? I can agree with that. When I was in the 7th or 8th grade, I can't remember. It was in middle school. We were in gym class, and there was these 2 new kids that they're fairly new to our school system, and they started and going to our school, and they kind of had an attitude, and they would bully people, and they bullied this short kid. And let me tell you, this short kid, he might have been short, but he was the wrong person to bully. And I remember that kid just went up and he freaking punched the kid, dang near knocking him out. And the other one didn't want anything to do with it afterwards. And I remember the gym teacher coming out of the little room they had there. And it was funny. He did not get the kid in trouble. He actually said that's what you get for picking on somebody. Nowadays, cops probably would have been called, suspensions, and parents.
Columbine.
Yeah, well, yeah, true. But yeah, they don't really do much about it today. And I think that bullying is allowed, especially when you get out of school and now there's social media to get to these kids after school's over. I didn't have that problem growing up. When you left school, you left all that stuff behind.
I played baseball, and I was a bullied kid.
How rough was it for you to survive in that environment?
It wasn't easy. I ended up picking classes at BOCES to get away from them. And that's where I learned how to program.
Well, believe it or not, I was bullied too until about the 7th or 8th grade. That's when it stopped because I started off I think my 7th grade year at 5'1", and by the end of the 7th grade, I was 5'10".
Well, I was going through my back surgery at the time too.
Oh, okay.
I had scoliosis surgery when I was a kid. But not before I became a red belt in Taekwondo.
And Mayo said a video got recommended me about why crumble cookie might go bankrupt. Well, that's
No, Jelly. Nobody ever did a damn thing for me.
And that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Back then, you just dealt with it, and that was it.
Yeah, but the good thing was when you got home, there wasn't social media for them to continue attacking you.
That's why I played baseball.
Yeah.
And I shot him up on the field.
Just give me a second.
Dear America, remember that astronaut?
I am done.
Oh, here, let me put you on.
Oh my goodness, C3PO.
That's pretty cool, man.
You
How
didn't
much?
do that one, Jeff?
How much did he set you back?
$160.
160.
Oh God, that's pricey.
Yeah, I have the R2D2 already.
This is also in scale with it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll. I don't know. Kind of short funds right now. Because the holiday season's over and Bricklink sales have slowed down. So,
I'm gonna double check it though.
all right.
Well, today was supposed to be 3 rocket launches. Only 1 happened.
Well, which one didn't happen?
New Glenn, because of high seas, for their drone ship, they can't go up without a way to come down. And Starship was supposed to launch, but because of all the cold weather,
Oh, it's 140.
Okay, so a little bit better.
let me see how much the F-16D is. That's my next one.
Cool.
I think it's $75, maybe a little more.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one.
The other place I get my sets from is a place called militarybricks.com. That's where I got these. Here. Today I watched Convoy and Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit. I remember that movie.
I love the music in the shows. I walk to it. Trying to find out where did I close it?
So, what's for dinner tonight, Jeff?
I don't know yet. I think I might do a repeat of what I've done in the past, and that is just go to the local supermarket and see if they've got any meats on special. Because that's my favorite thing to do. Because I'll buy it for half price or whatever it is, and just cook it that night, and just I'm fine.
I got about a half-pound piece of eye round that I was supposed to make into beef jerky, but now that roux gone, I'll just eat it.
Spice it up, marinate and spice, and just dry it up.
Well, marinating usually takes some time, but I will put spices on it. I do like the Monterey steak seasoning. I've got other seasonings too, but that's my favorite one. Let's see. Jelly Brick says, name a song that describes Taylor Swift. Me, Decisive by Disturbed.
I hate Taylor Swift.
I don't know of a song to describe her. She's pretty messed up, in my opinion. However,
she relies on her looks. Oh, the F-35 is only $60. The F-18 is $71.
okay.
And of course, well, the Top Gun Maverick F-14 is $99. I have that one already.
I've already got that.
Let's see. The Raptor is $74. It's a big set. Where's the other one? F-16. Come on, where can't I go in?
I do not have water space for the endurance at the moment. I will, and I'm sorry, I'm answering Mayla's question. I will be expanding and having another table the same size to double the size of my current city soon. And when I do, I will have plenty of room, water space.
What are you talking about? Water space?
Oh, for this, to put the ship in on the city.
Oh,
Do you have an Antarctic area in your city?
No, but before I do that, I need to buy the Titanic so I can put a giant iceberg next to it.
why is this not responding?
And I hope it's not too soon. The Titanic sunk over 100 years ago.
Are you getting the Titanic?
No. I want to, but the dang thing is, cow, man, it's like
Big.
$700, $800.
Where would you put it? I mean, it takes up my entire living room.
Well, I mean, you just kind of make room,
I don't have room to make. It's a small house.
Eh.
This is like an apartment inside of a house.
Oh, okay. Well, in my case, I have room. I don't know if I really want to spend $800 on it, though. I really don't. That's what's keeping me from buying it. It's the price. It's not that I don't think it's a cool set. I really do, but yes, I saw that Jelly Bricks. That Lego is making a Death Star set this year. It'll cost $1,000.
Do we know the price of the Enterprise D?
I think it's over 400.
Over 400?
Yep.
We don't have a definite price. I'm assuming it's going to be as much as the Titanic.
I'm going to do my best to get as many sets as I can this year, but priorities.
I don't know why I can't get into this site all of a sudden. Here we go. Okay. Let me see. Look for the 16.
Okay. I did this wrong. All right, let me fix that.
Yeah, right now they only have one, and the set was $52.99.
Okay.
That's not bad. If it was Lego, it would be $100.
Well, you bring up something a really good point. If I wanted to get the Titanic, maybe I should just go on Timo and get it for $2.99. $2.99, that is.
Wait a second. Kobe's got a Titanic.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do.
And I actually want to go find. I have the Death Star 2, the original one. I really want to go find it because I'm hoping that. Okay, why does it give me? Is that supposed to be tan? Because it looks like it's more yellow. Not cool, Lego. I'm trying to find my Death Star 2 so I can put it together prior to that set coming out because I would like to do a comparison side by side.
Why does that TIE Interceptor have to be $200?
The TIE Interceptor?
That's a crazy price for that. It's just a ball of Lego with wings. I see no reason why there's no substance to it to make it that much money.
The Disney tax.
I've
Crazy.
I built that one, John, and that set does have a lot of pieces to it, and it's
There's nothing to it though.
yeah, I don't know. I think there's something to it. It's very accurate.
To which series is it? The Disney TIE Interceptor or is it Jedi?
It's the Jedi one.
Okay.
And it has a full cockpit with all the computer screens and everything.
Oh dang it! The F-16D is out of stock. It was $54.
All right. Jelly Brick says Lego this year has scattered Lego plush things like the ones the plush collected holds in CMF Series 27, and they're scattered in different themes, just like Pokemon. Well, Mayo, what'd you think of Popeyes? So I don't imagine that's something that you have in Australia. Do you guys have I think it's called Raising Cane's?
Never heard of it.
I don't care for it.
Really?
They,
I love their blackened chicken. I thought that was tasted pretty good. Or no, that was Popeyes that had the blackened chicken. Never mind. I'm thinking Popeyes.
Okay, the SR-71 Blackbird is $150.
Okay.
That's a big set.
I do like the SR-71.
I can't. If I'm going to spend that much money, I'd rather get the ship.
And Mrs.
$50
Chip
more, I get what I want.
Okay. Well, Mrs. Chip is commenting they have Raising Cane's in Texas. I don't think I've seen it in Texas while I was there.
Mrs. Chips is come on, send her a link.
I mean,
I dare her.
If Mrs. Chip is up to it, I'll send her a link. I don't think she'll do it though. But
the Missouri is $239. They're pricey. They're just as pricey as Lego
oh yeah,
for the ships.
okay. I like their spicy chicken. Same with Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Chick-fil-A. I like their 30-piece chicken nuggets. I don't eat all 30 of them. I share it with Enzo. Obviously, I can't eat 30 nuggets. That's way too many.
It's time to see Enzo. He's got to make it up areas.
Where is he? Oh, he's right there. He's changed his favorite spot. It's not here in the corner anymore. It's
darn.
Since Max left, he just likes to take up the middle of the living room or the loft up here. And he's a big dog, so when he sits in the middle of it, man, you gotta every time you go next to him, you gotta step around him. Mrs. Chip says no thanks. Okay, well, I kind of figured. I had a feeling she was going to say that.
Oh, come on, Mrs. Chip.
Honestly,
come on.
Well, let's try to catch up on some comments here.
Jelly, you don't want to know.
He says doesn't know if they sell toast with all their food. I don't know either. Another vote for Chick-fil-A. Some I like about Legos, you can use any minifigure you want in sets with characters that aren't even in movies or shows. So if you got Breaking Bad set, you can use the WTV, whatever the hell you want from me. Oh, that's true. And I did see on Rebrickable a thing to make the RV, or was that Rebrickable? And good evening, Cubnan. How you doing? Wait, who is Mrs. Chip, though? Well, I'm Mr. Chip, and that's Mrs. Chip. So she's
you might not understand the reference.
Oh. She's my part-time wife. Anyway.
No comment. I reserve the right to remain silent. Anything I say can will be used against me in a court of law.
That's how I feel half the time. All right.
That's why I kept my mouth shut.
Yeah, just gotta roll with the punches, as they say. So yeah. And she's agreeing that she is just a part-time wife. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she's an admin on the channel. Yes, she is. She is. How do I say it? She's my wife. We've been married 28 years. We don't live together though. We haven't lived together in 5.5 years.
I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. I hope I sleep tonight.
And my blood pressure's dropped. Oh, I better quit talking. Never mind. I'm gonna end up dead. You're gonna see a video on my channel with my picture saying "Rest in peace" as of January 10th, 2025. If I don't quit talking. Trying to get. Go ahead.
When it comes to springtime, this room's gonna get cleaned.
Okay.
Well, vacation plans got ditched. I don't think we'll go into that set tour. It's just too expensive and too way the hell out there.
Now, remind me, was that New York it was being held in?
Upstate New York near Albany. So there's like nothing there.
Yeah.
My buddy suggested we go to the Smithsonian in D.C. Might do something like that, and then maybe do the F1 race this year.
Okay. The Formula One.
In Austin.
I have to say, this is the weirdest way to build a ship I've ever seen. I've never seen Lego do it like this. Usually there's a bunch of Technic pieces as the frame, and this time they just pretty much went all brick and plate. I mean, I like it. I'm not complaining. I'm just surprised. See you later, Mayo. And Cubnance is trying to get Mr. Cubman to log on. And Jelly Bricks, I'm already ZM talkative. You're fine, man. You're good, man. And yeah, it will be quite the adjustment. I think when you live alone, you kind of develop your own habits and stuff, and then yeah. So I guess I'll cross that bridge when it gets there. So yeah, John, any weird calls lately?
No.
Oh, I didn't see you weren't there. Never mind. No. Looking down building, not even paying attention. What's that?
Go ahead.
Oh, he's saying, what is the Breaking Bad RV van in the show called? The Sigma van? I don't know. I've only watched a couple episodes. I mean, I know the general story, but I'm not really into it. If my nephew Josh was here, he could tell you definitely. Do you know the name of the van, John?
No.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with that kind of thing.
Yeah. Like I said, I know the general storyline and that kind of stuff, but no, I don't really know it all that well.
I was gonna say I did have a call where the guy threatened lawyer on us. It was an owner of a business having difficulty with a rooftop heater, and those are expensive. And he goes, "Oh, would it help if my lawyer called?" I go, "Sir, you can do what you want, but please give this ticket number to your contractor, and you could be on the phone with him when you call us back, because we don't talk to owners." And they all try to be the contractor and try to get things done and moving along. I'm like, "No, sir, you have to have your contractor call on your behalf. We don't talk to owners for liability." Those are the calls I do all day long.
Oh, I didn't know that. Bricklink is selling a Breaking Bad. I didn't know.
Okay, Jeff's got to make another list.
Huh?
You're going to get one.
Another list?
Yeah, for that set.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure Oh, come on. Okay.
Had to get more salt. I ran out of my salt. Redmond smoked salt, sea salt, for some flavor. I don't use much spices, just salt seasoning. And there's different flavors for salt, so I experiment.
What is your favorite salt flavor that you found so far?
I like the lava salt. There's a red and a black one,
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
and they each have a different by Vivas. They each have a different flavor. I am not too crazy about the kosher salt, since I think it's a lot of hype. And I do get a coarse salt that I use as a tool. I use that for cleaning my cast iron.
Okay.
If I need if I need a large concentration of salt, and I don't want to use a lot of table salt, I'll use the coarse salt, and because that has a stronger flavor. But I don't like to oversalt my meat because it's just if I oversalt it, then it's like then I can't eat it. I become oversensitive to salt.
Yeah, no, so am I. I don't put much salt. I do like a little bit, but what always gets me is McDonald's fries. Like I don't eat it that often, but god dang man, they need to hire that guy to salt the roads for the snowstorm.
They stopped frying that in beef tallow. That's why they don't taste good anymore. Beef tallow is just fried grease from beef.
When it comes to the 20th, let the salt flow.
So how is the weather in Florida and Texas right now? I know that Texas has been colder, but
Yeah, it's cold.
It's cold here too. It's warming up now.
okay.
I
Well,
hope when I go to Kennedy Space Center next month, I hope it does warm up a little bit more.
well, I will tell you, I had a dumb moment yesterday. I decided to go out in the shop because I've been sorting my. I found 2 1-gallon bags with a bunch of loose Lego pieces, so I was sorting it so I could put it away. And when I did that, I didn't pay attention to the weather. I just went outside and walked to the shop and started doing it. And I was like thinking to myself, "Damn, it's cold in here." So I look at the temperature, the digital thermometer inside the shop, and the shop was 11 degrees. And so I looked at my phone; it was 8 degrees outside, and I was like, "Crap! I'm not going to do this." I went back in the house. It was way too cold.
I wake up, it's almost 35 degrees.
Man.
And that's just not right.
No. Well, doesn't Florida grow citrus year round, like the oranges and stuff?
No, because we're in the winter season and it's a dry season in the winter.
Oh, okay. Hey, Enzo, we got a request for you. Come here.
Ooh, the Hollywood stars are burning.
Hi, Enzo.
Wait, where is he? Hold on.
Hi, Enzo.
Come on, move the camera up. I can't see the little guy.
Here, I'm going to switch cameras so you guys can see him better. Hey.
He don't respond to that.
No, he doesn't.
Whoopee.
Hi, Enzo.
Hi. How are you, huh? You doing good? Yeah, I know you're getting into things when I'm not watching you.
Talk to him.
I know how you operate.
Enzo, talk to him.
Talk to him.
I am.
No, we're telling him to talk to you.
Oh, okay. Hey, sit. Hey, you sit. Come here. Sit. Sit. All right. Are you? Hey, are you cute? Are you cute? No, you just not cooperate. No, no.
He wants to kiss you.
Are you cute? Speak. Speak. Really? That's it? Usually you. Oh, dude, you're getting. I just put a new shirt on for this stream. You just brushed against me.
What?
Oh, man. Okay. He says he's had enough.
The other breed I was considering was one of those King Charles Cavalier Spaniels. Those are cute dogs.
Yeah. Mrs. Chip, I'll let her answer on that about Enzo.
My grandma has a Yorkie.
We had a Yorkie. He was dumb as a post.
Mrs. Cubnan, I would love to give him treats, but he is so picky that he don't eat most treats. He truly is a special dog.
Just give him a hamburger patty. He'll love that.
And you do make a good point. He does indeed eat hamburger patties. One of the few things we do have in this town is a Burger King, and I like to go through the drive-through if he's been especially good, and I'll buy him a plain hamburger. It only costs like $1.20. So yeah, I get him a plain hamburger once in a while, and he does like that for a treat. It doesn't last at all. In fact, I'll bring it home, and he knows that if I put food at the end of the table, the very edge, that it's his. So he's comfortable picking it right off the edge of the table. So
You're gonna finish that tonight, aren't you?
no,
Oh, come on.
I
You better
can't.
do an epic 7-hour stream.
I don't think I can handle that.
Or do a 24-hour stream.
That's why I said 7.
Should I wear a dress too?
Nah. Don't need to get that crazy.
No, I know some YouTubers that have done that, and no, you'll never see me do that. I'm not that kind of gal. I mean, guy.
Uh-huh.
All right. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right. So now I'm going to set this aside because now we're building the next section. And I was going to stop at 6 bags. That's all I laid out. But to be honest with you, we're sitting at like right in an hour right now. And because of that, I'm gonna do at least one more bag.
Okay. I thought you were gonna just finish what you had on the table.
That's originally was the plan, but I'll do one more bag.
How many bags are there?
I don't know because there's a box inside of the box, and I did not open that box inside the box. There was something like 12 or 13 in the outer box. So I'm kind of thinking there's oh, wait a minute. Why is this? Oh, because I need a different size. But what did I? Oh, come on. I did something wrong. I did. All right. Well, let's fix this up then. Oh, shoot. I did that wrong, too.
Okay, the house is too quiet. I'm gonna go crazy.
Mr. Cubnan is lurking. Well, welcome. Thanks for being here.
I'm watching the movie The Martian.
The Martian?
Mm-hmm.
When did that come out?
2014.
Okay.
It's bad when I know the years their movies come out.
Do you have any other favorite movies?
Armageddon.
Oh, with Bruce Willis?
Mm-hmm. Space movies, that is.
Yeah.
You like it? Do you like Interstellar?
No, I do not. I don't like Christopher Nolan movies. Whoever the director is, I find them boring, and I think he's overrated. I do like his Batman movies, but that's it.
I like Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that was okay, but I read several books on the subject. He did leave a lot out. I do have the movie on disc though. I made sure to get that because I knew it would be a big seller.
What's the other movie that's currently out? The one about the German preacher, spy, assassin, whatever.
Don't even know. Because half the movies today are Disney or whoever.
Well, Mrs. Chip saw that one in the theaters. And Jelly Brick says he's still here. Thank you for still being here. I do appreciate that. And Cubnan says, no, he's not. Just got home from a business trip. Too tired. We live apart too. He travels for work. Yeah. It's mixed. I mean, living apart, sometimes I'll be honest, I enjoy living apart, but then there's other times I really don't. And it just kind of goes back and forth. I think overall, I miss it more than I enjoy it. Or no, that's the wrong term. I think living apart most of the time is a negative thing versus a positive thing. Let's put it that way. But there are some advantages. And one of those advantages is that if I leave my socks on the floor, no one yells at me. But let me grab another bag.
And maybe you will play fetch with me with those socks.
Okay, so there's 13 bags in the first the outer box for this set. So that's probably 26 in this set.
Oh. My neighbor asked me if I'm still going to go on my walks with him. We used to walk together with Rue and his best friend, her best friend, Dallas. He is a white shepherd with a patch, a black spot on his eye and an eye patch, looking dog. I say he looks like a pirate. So I'll go on the walk with him. It's going to be hard because I won't have the dog.
You can still go on walks, man. I mean, so have your neighbors found out that Rue's no longer here?
Only some of them, not the important ones across the street. I don't have the heart to tell them. When my next door neighbors found out, I told the wife, and then the wife told the husband. The husband came over and tried to find out what the hell happened. I couldn't contain myself. So I decided I'm going to give myself a few days before I start telling people.
Yeah.
So if it's going to be that hard, I'm not going to go ahead and tell everybody at once. It's just too much. So I'm letting the news out in dribs and drabs. I don't know why I'm so thirsty tonight.
Thirsty with like an Irishman?
No, not that. So I just want water all the time.
There is one advantage of me, Mrs. Chip, being in the military, and that is we have access to a store called Class 6 on base. And if you guys don't know what a Class 6 is, it's basically a very cheap way to get alcohol. I don't drink, so it really doesn't matter to me. However, I know a lot of people that like it because it's also tax-free, the alcohol, so it ends up being a little bit cheaper, and their prices are pretty good to begin with. I think I've ever only shopped at a Class 6 once. Like I said, I'm not really a drinker, so I've actually had people that I work with ask me to go to the Class 6 and get them some different alcohols, and that's actually illegal because they don't, like I said, they don't charge the taxes on there, and so I'm not allowed to sit there and buy it and then give it away, and I don't. Last thing I need to do is go to jail or get fined for doing something like that. So, but yeah, there's a lot of soldiers that like the Class 6 on base. It's like a miniature gas station, but with a big alcohol section.
You been to all these before?
Oh yeah, when I lived in Ohio and Virginia, I used to shop there every week. How about you?
No.
No? I do like Aldi's. All right. Oh, that hurt actually. Nuts. I hate when that happens. Okay, now there's something. Oh, that's missing. Okay. So why did it do that? Oh shoot, I put it on backwards. All right, we'll fix that. Flip it around. Yeah, I will not be live streaming tomorrow, guys. I'll be leaving the house kind of early tomorrow, and I will be gone for almost the whole entire day, if not the whole entire day.
Go on your trip.
That's my nut lug meeting tomorrow, or party, and well, I'm gonna make the most of it and go shopping for food at Walmart while I'm down there.
You put a cooler in your truck to transport the food?
I had trouble hearing you.
Did you put a cooler in your truck to transport the food?
Well, not this time of year.
Well, obviously, but in the summer.
I do in the summer. I do. I have a very large cooler that's meant for fishing, and I have those blue ice packs, and I just go ahead and stick all 4 ice packs in there, and it does a really good job.
And I think when it's sunny out or summer, dairy wouldn't last.
No, it doesn't. And I live about 45 minutes, 50 minutes from Walmart. So ice cream is almost never an option.
Exactly.
I end up going to the local grocery store for that, but it's way overpriced. So I don't honestly don't buy it very often.
I was just thinking of the other perishables.
Yeah, the dairy does pretty good in the cooler though. So I do have to plan, and I put the cooler inside the cab because I'm always afraid someone's going to steal it while I'm in the store, and then I take it out and just keep everything in the bed of the truck, including the cooler. I also don't like when it's warm too, because then I can't take Enzo with me because it's too hot to leave him inside the truck, and Walmart doesn't let them in there. So a lot of times during the warmer months, I don't take them. But this time of year, I'll take him with me, and he'll just hang out in the truck. He's fine. He don't care. He changed to a cat. Is my cat Kathy? Oh, cool. Hey, actually, your cat looks a lot like my cat that passed away, Will. I don't have a picture that I can readily show of him. But I'll try to remember to upload one on my computer for the next stream. That way you can see that. My cat did look a lot like that. Mrs. Chip would, if she's paying attention, she can vouch for me. I don't know if she will vouch for me, but she can. All right. Well, this is actually going pretty decently.
Mm.
A local grocery chain, a 2-mile walk. That's awesome, man. I don't live in town, Mrs. Cubnan. I live the closest town to me is only 2,200 people, and I don't even live inside the town. I live out in the county. So my whole entire county only has 4,500 people. So yeah, I chose to live here. I'm not complaining. I chose to live in the boonies. All right, guys, this is bags 1 through 7. I'm imagining that it goes like this, but I don't know. We'll have to see. And there's another connection back here, so I'm imagining the ship, comes out like this. But no stream tomorrow. Sunday there will be a stream. I'm not sure what time yet. Jelly bricks. You always have interesting things to say. Sorry, I just saw your comment while I was talking there. John, Greg, thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing your C3PO, Greg. I appreciate that. If I have the funds, I'll get it, but I'm doubtful of that because my Bricklink sales have kind of dried up after the holidays. And it always goes through a slump this time of year because everyone spent money in the holidays. Takes them a few weeks to recover.
That's not the car market.
What's that?
It's seasonal. The car market is seasonal.
Oh, yeah, it is. All right, guys, we'll be good to each other and stay safe out there. And Cubnan, I'm loving the build. Was it Greg that had the idea of doing the Imperial flagship? Or were you the one that mentioned that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm trying to find that. I actually, it takes 4 1-gallon bags. And I went through a few of my totes this afternoon while I was out in the shop when it was warmer. It was a whole entire 35 degrees in there this afternoon, and I was out there. I could stand 35 just fine, but single digits, no. I found 2 of the 4 bags to the Imperial. So that means another tote has the other 2 bags, and I'll have to find it. But I am looking for it, Greg, and if I can find it, I'll build it, and we will compare them side by side when we're done. It's too bad that the majority of my collection is packed up because I've got the Black Seas Barracudas from the 90s, the pirate ship. I've got the Black Pearl.
It's too bad Disney doesn't do the Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, the movie.
That'd be fun. And yes, there is food, Cubnan. We're going to a Thai restaurant, and I've been there before. I've taken Mrs. Chip there before too. It's a really good spot. And they're doing a buffet for us, and it's a free meal to me, a free meal to everybody because our lug's paying for it. But yeah, it should be fun. But you guys have a good night, and I will catch you guys on Sunday when we resume this build.
We'll be here.
All right, have a good night.
You too.